How's it going, everybody? This is Studio Link VST, and we're back with another video tutorial for you guys. We got brand new chord progressions in the styles of some of the best, R&B artists out there right now in the industry. We got in the styles of Trey Songz, Jay Holiday, The Dream, Usher, and any kind of other R&B artists out there. We want to give you guys really, really nice chord progressions, and those that follow us kind of understand that with us. There's a lot of people out there and a lot of companies that give you guys pop stuff. They want to, give you guys electro sounds, and they put R&B's name on it and expect you guys to really buy into that. We want to give you guys those real chord progressions, those real sexy chord progressions, you know what I mean, that you're hearing in a lot of these songs. You're not hearing really hard, techno and dance and in kind of, those Trey Songz kind of records. So we want to give you guys that. Also want to teach you guys, use these chord progressions to actually teach you guys how to play them yourself. So you're not just having to use these MIDI files. You use these MIDI files to teach you how to play them on your keyboard. We'll get into that a little later on in this video on how you guys can use these 15 chord progressions that you see in here to actually teach you guys these 15 chord progressions. It may not sound like a lot, but those that are, kind of have, a little bit of music theory behind them, they understand that 15 usable chord progressions are very, very powerful. Each chord progression contains 4 chords in them from ours. So that's a lot of chords that you guys are getting and you're learning, and really nice chords, not just basic 3-finger chord progressions like you'll find. We want to give you guys, when it comes to R&B, we want to give you those major and minor sevenths, the real deal. So let's go ahead and get straight into this and show you guys how each pack breaks down into. Let's click into chord progression number 1. You see you guys have a Chord Pro file in here. This is actually going to be your chords. And then you also have 3 melodies. These, you can use 1 melody for your hook, 1 melody for your verse, 1 melody for a bridge or a breakdown of some sort throughout your beat. And you may not even use any of those. You may only use the melody 1, may not even use a chord progression, may play a new chord progression that you have or you come up with. You could just use these for a starting point on a beat. It's so powerful. You can use any instrument. We're going to get straight into this and show you guys how you guys can do that and what they sound like. I played a basic drum pattern. We'll pull that up real quick. For the drum pattern that we made, we're using our Modern Drums workstation, one of our most popular and top-selling products that we currently have. Inside of here has 150 drum kits. A lot of them are actually in the styles of R&B. So we used our R&B Motion kit, and this is what it sounds like. So that's the 4-bar loop, and let's go ahead and start playing around with some of these chord progressions. Since we have this chord progression already loaded up, we're just going to drag it in, and let's drag in one of these melodies, and let's go ahead and listen to how it sounds. So that's chord progression number 1. Let's drag in some more of these melodies so you guys can hear the difference with all these different melodies. That's a really good one right there. Let's go ahead and pull in melody number 3. I'm going to try to show you guys as much as I possibly can with these kits. So let's go ahead and show you guys some really cool stuff. I'm going to load up another software instrument, and I'm going to show you guys how you can actually learn this chord progression, because some people may be asking, okay, it's really good chord progression, but how can I learn it if I want to play it myself on the keyboard. So I'm going to load up any one of our workstations. This is our Maybach Empire. I loaded it up because it has some really, really nice sounds in it. I really love it. We'll load up our Streetlights guitar. And let's go ahead and grab this melody or the chord progression. We're going to drag it down here instead. So instead of it playing on that chattering rain, that was the pad instrument, we're going to only have it playing on our workstation. So you're going to see the chord progression light up down here, and you guys can, take a notepad down and write down the notes, or you guys could just pay attention to here on the keys and put your fingers down on all the keys that are lighting up, practice it. Stop the video, go back, and just keep doing that until you memorize it. I want you guys to memorize these chord progressions. So let's go ahead and show you guys what you guys would be seeing. What does this chord progression break down into? What are all the notes? It's that simple. You guys can do that for every single one of our chord progressions. Let's get back into this though. We're going to go back up and let's go check out, some more of these chord progressions in here and more melodies. So let's go ahead and delete this melody that we had in there, and we're going to just drag in some more. Let's go to chord progression number 2. All of these in here are amazing chord progressions. You guys are definitely going to love them. And why I wanted to show you this next one too is there's even pitched ones, and I'm going to show you guys where I was using my mod wheel and did some really cool tricks with the synths for you guys. So when you guys add them into your, you drag them into your program, it's already going to have that pitch effect on it. You guys don't even got to do any of the work. I did it for you guys. You guys can adjust the key of the whole chord progression. You do some really fun, innovative stuff. So let's go ahead and listen to this chord progression number 2. Okay, you know what? We can go ahead and check this out. This is really cool how, like I was telling you guys a little earlier, that you guys can customize these chord progressions. What I'm hearing, you know what? That pad, for this pad instrument, the chord progression is a little on the lower side. So I want to drag it up a whole octave. It's playing here on this C. So I'm going to copy the whole, I'm going to highlight and copy, drag it all the way up, one whole octave. So now let's listen back to it. That's sounding perfect. So let's go ahead now and drag in melody number 2. And this one's pitched, so let's listen to how it's pitched. You guys can hear the difference, how it's going back and forth. That's really popular. That technique with the mod wheel is really common in a lot of R&B. You guys probably heard it, just didn't know what it was called or what was going on exactly. We did it for you guys. It's really cool technique. We'll get more into that a little later on in the video. Let's listen to this melody number 3. So that's what's really cool, is you guys can learn these chord progressions as well as learn how to play different melodies and why certain melodies go with, why do they sound good on the chord progression itself. So we'll go ahead, let's go into chord progression number 3 now, and we're going to drag in a melody. Let's choose this melody number 1, and let's listen to it. Now, this same one, because it's on a pad, it's a little lower. So we're going to drag the whole chord progression up a whole octave again. So we just drug it up a whole octave. Now let's listen back to that. And it's that simple, guys. You guys can really make some amazing tweaks to these chord progressions. You don't have to leave them exactly how we gave you guys just a starting point. You guys can chop these chord progressions up. You guys can turn them into audio and sample them back into it, and make some brand new, fresh stuff with these chord progressions. What many sites do is they want to give you guys, they want to give you guys wave construction kits. We've released one construction kit, but I really enjoy these chord progressions, so we're going to be doing that from now on. A lot of, just giving you guys the chord progressions, because I think that's what is even more powerful is the actual MIDI, is the data. You don't have to just use and be limited to that wave file. You guys can, maybe you want that, instead of have it playing a pad, you may want it to, that chord progression to be playing on a guitar or a harp or a any kind of instrument out there, a brass instrument. You guys can be free to be creative. So let's listen to this third melody. So I showed you guys 3 of them. There's tons of MIDI files in here. I told you each pack is amazing. They all have a chord progression and 3 melodies in each one of them. Go out and get this now off of our website, www.studiolinkvst.com. You can use the coupon code to save 20%. When you're checking out, when you're asked for a coupon code, just type in the word YouTube. You guys are most of you guys are on YouTube, by the way. So just type in the word YouTube in there. It's going to save you guys 20% off of the price. Hopefully you guys enjoy. You guys start learning your music theory, and you guys are going to see more chord progressions, more melodies, more MIDI files, and more products from Studio Link VST. Thank you guys so much. Please drop comments. Please subscribe. We'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.